En la zona T en Voila Pop, junto con Paul Folder, importantísimo DJ belga, que en este momento nos está acompañando. Paul, tell me, how you doing?
I'm very good, Zach. It's a great pleasure to be again in Bogota, in Colombia. So it's a little raining, but it's okay. I think tonight is going to be a cool moment.
Okay, Paul, tell us how you got interested about this electronic music movement, your influence, your beginnings. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, we had the chance in Belgium like 15 years ago to have a lot of very good clubs. So I was going there, even if I was in a rock and roll band. And we were listening at the time to Prodigy, Moby already because they were signed on a big label in Belgium. So it was from there that I started to get my influence in the electronic music. And then at the same time, I was, of course, listening to Depeche Mode since a while and the guys from the label Mute. But then I discovered Sasha and John Digweed with Northern Exposure, and it changed completely my vision of the electronic music. And from there, I started to get more and more involved in the production. So Sasha and Digweed, yeah, definitely it's 2 big points.
Okay, Paul, listening to Outback, one of your latest remixes for Anthony Papa on Progrezo Records, I was listening. I can feel a very beautiful harmony between the keyboards and the music. So please tell us, let us know if it is being produced in the same way when you are doing your live sets.
Yeah, it's always very interesting for me to add melodies because it's one of my main skill, I guess, due to all the time I was spending in the music school. So when I do a live DJ set with a keyboard, I always try to add some melodies, bass line on top of existing tracks. So when I had the chance to do this remix of a very good track of Anthony for Progrezo, it was the same spirit. I tried to keep the main elements of the track, but I tried to add my own emotional melodies, which is something I do quite a lot, and it's probably my signature. It's always very melodic and mental most of the time.
Well, talking about music itself, how do you describe your own productions, your live sets?
Well, it's a very tough question because it's so difficult these days to put a name around a genre of music. So it's very difficult for me to give the characteristic of progressive or techno. I think basically it's electronic dance music, but when I try to describe what I'm doing, it's mainly melodic and mental. So I call that soul tech because it's still techno, but with a soul vibe behind. So and it's the same in my production and in my DJ set. It's the same feeling.
Pretty interesting. So, what's that special secret for you to have the audience connected?
Well, it's it's a lot of details which will give you the opportunity to take the crowd, and take the crowd where you want to go. So most of the time, I try to construct my set. I'm always asking to play 3 hours minimum, something like that. It will give the time, to construct something, and I try to wash the brain of the audience. So and sometimes when you play in places, especially in South America, where most of the time the crowd is really amazing, it's more easy because the crowd is giving you a lot of feedback, a lot of information, a lot of energy. So it's more easy, to take the right direction. So, but the thing is, it's a very hard process, especially when you play something that the people doesn't know. You've got to keep them on the dance floor. So one of the things I always try to do is to be always with a drive in the rhythms, so people stay in the dance floor, and at the same time, on top of that, I add melodies and mental elements, so the brain is flying and the feet are moving. Something like that.
Okay, we were seeing that you are on a tour, so can you please tell us what is destination?
Destination is one of my radio show. It's on Frisky Radio, US radio. They are based in San Francisco. And the purpose of the radio show is different from the other one. It's always recorded live in places all around the world, which is the definition of destinations. It's all about going to places where people maybe never been, and it's always recorded live, so there is no edit. You know, it's really pure live DJ set with mistakes sometimes because it's live and with problems, crash in the sound or stuff like that. But at the same time, I really like the concept because it gives to the listener, you know, the feeling that you can get when you are in a club. So it's really like a live show, like a real live show. So we are doing this since 2 years now with Frisky. And with the success of the radio show, which was really surprising for me and a very, very good experience, we decided to do a real compilation on CD. So for the moment, I'm on tour for that, and we were releasing the compilation in March for Miami, and I'm gonna stop the tour, I think, in September, October, something like that.
Well, Paul, and to finish, what expectations do you have today with your set in Cha-Cha Club?
Well, I really enjoyed to play the last 2 times in Bogota. I was playing in Loop with Gear, with the Progrezo team, and it was a really great moment. The crowd is really answering to the music, everybody is dancing, so it's very cool for a DJ to have that kind of audience. So for tonight, well, I think I will be able to do exactly what I like in the music because I think that the people here are very well educated, so I think it's going to be a very cool night, definitely.
Well, Paul, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I hope you're going to be enjoying tonight here in Cha-Cha, in Bogota.
Yeah, I'm sure about it. Like, and I hope to see you also tonight in Cha-Cha, like a lot of people, I guess, from Bogota, and it's going to be a very cool night. I'm sure about it.
Soy Isaac Barrera transmitiendo para Em2 Televisión. Recuerden que Paul Folder lo trae Progrezo Records.
Un gran saludo para todos de parte de Gourmet K. Nos vemos pronto. Chao.